Okay, if you're watching this, this is a replay and no longer live. Hopefully it's not too far away for you guys. I'm just getting set up really quick. And I've been playing around with my tension because I switched thread weights, so we'll see how it goes. Sorry if you can hear my daughter in the background. She's out playing a game with a friend. So this is the Midnight Kiss pouch from Sincerely Jen, and I'm adding a little extra D-ring. Oh, hold on, let me. So this is the Oh, hello, Michelle. My sister's watching. She says cute vinyl. For the Swiftie party tonight. Not last minute because the gift was planned. I'm just some procrastinator. That's what I tell myself. So, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see how far. I think it looks okay compared to my last live with you guys behind me. This is extra. It wasn't planned, but I was gonna add this little keychain thing that I made from a scrap of the vinyl. Her favorite, the person who is getting this, her favorite album is Folklore. So, and then I realized I was using this cassette tape zipper pull, so there's nowhere really to add it, so I'm gonna add a little like extra loop to string that on. And I forgot to get the back of this tape off. And this was literally just like a little scrap that I cut. And oh, do you guys want to come in a little bit closer? Okay, close your eyes if you get seasick. I'm gonna try and lower this. Okay, is that maybe better? A little bit closer. This is all new to me, so we're kind of experimenting. Yeah, good old copyright. All right, so let's see what happens here. it's the celebration thread from Wizardry. Yeah, celebration from Wizardry Stitchery and Crafts, or geekyhardware.com. So I just have this little piece that I folded in, and I'm gonna clip here. So I don't forget it. It's kind of thick though. Ooh. Hopefully it doesn't cause too many problems. All right, and I cut my zipper. This is zipper tape from moremeknow.com with the midnight rainbow teeth. Oh, that's off. Okay, perfect. So put my zipper pull on, and I'm gonna sew on, and I did vinyl for these, so I'm not double folding them. I'm just gonna leave them raw edge. So I just folded these straight in half, and I'm sewing them on. Just going to one of my girls is going to a Swiftie party tonight, and we got some glass ball earrings to put in the pouch, and we're gonna go pick up some other stuff like some lip gloss and nail polish and such. I'm just marking my centers. Nervous. Maybe I shouldn't have this is gonna be really thick. Let's see. All right, well, at least it's there so I don't forget about it. Okay, so let me mark the centers on the lining. This lining is just a waterproof canvas from F Fabric Wholesale Direct. I need to write that down and have it on a post-it note in front of me. And okay, so she likes, her favorite album is Folklore, so I want that to be on the front. And I'm going to mark my center. both sides. And I usually do this backwards, so we'll see how it turns out, because I don't know, it's funny. I told my kids, I don't know who I was talking to, my brain works backwards sometimes when we're doing the left to right and right to left. Feel free to say hello if you're here watching. Ask questions if you want. Alright, I'm going to, I don't know. Usually I don't base stitch this. Usually I just do it all together. I think that's what I'm going to do. So if you want, you can base stitch. Or you can just sew it all together. Base stitching kind of helps sometimes, especially if you're a beginner. I think I only have one answer for that one. If I Auntie Mimi? Okay, so I'm just gonna sew. The zipper is sandwiched in between the exterior and the lining, but like I said, if you feel more comfortable, baste it first. Let me move my zipper pull a little bit more. And then I'm gonna close it back up. There we go. Back stitch. Okay, so I should have. So now what we're gonna do is, I'm not ironing this, obviously, because it's vinyl. I'm just gonna finger press it and top stitch. I'm gonna top stitch with the lining out. And I'm not sure if that's how the pattern says to do it. Let me see. No, she says to... Looks like she says to top stitch them together. That's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and top stitch with the lining out. But if you have a different preference, do it. so then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Oh, look at this. Marking up my center mark on my zipper and on the fabric. And if you were to baste this down first, make sure you baste it. I'll show you. I'll do this side basting just to show you. I just go right on the edge, right on the edge. And if you want to lengthen your stitch, you can do that too. And then move the zipper out of the way and carry on. So that's if you baste first. You just want to make sure it's on the very edge here, so it's inside your seam allowance when you sew the lining on. So then the right sides of the lining are together, and again I'm matching up my center marks, getting the zipper pull out of the way. And I think I'm gonna go this way. I don't know. Okay, so now we're just gonna stitch, and what I do is I don't switch to my zipper foot at all. So I like to sew, I'm trying to think, I'm gonna sew this way, but I'm just gonna rest this edge of the foot here up against, like, I can feel the zipper teeth. So I won't, maybe I'll do this side. I guess I'm gonna go this way first. It's easier for me to feel the teeth that way. When you're moving the press or the zipper pull out of the way, just make sure you keep your needle down. Okay, so I'm going to open it up and leave the lining over here. So we have exterior lining and lining, and then I'm going to finger press and top stitch again on the other side. Oh, see? I think it's backwards now. Like, opening it is fine, but this needs to be on that side. That side. It's fine, right? It's fine. that is top stitched. Do I dare switch it around? Because then it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so now we're going to take our exterior pieces, put your zipper pull in the middle, especially if it's a big chunky one. You do not want to sew over that. That would be painful for everybody. And we're going to, actually, I like using these for the vinyl sometimes. I don't like using the other one. I'll probably end up doing a little bit of both. And I push my zipper towards the lining when I clip here. Make sure your seams are lined up. Piece. And then we're going to clip the lining also, but we're going to leave an opening in the bottom about 4 inches. And I'm really bad at estimating, so I'm going to mark it. What's the difference for what? The clips? Like which clips I use? So, like, these are easier when you're sewing. You can just pull them off. See? Where these, you kind of have to pinch, at least for me. Okay, let me mark my opening. All right, that's about good. I'm not sure if it'll stay or not. I'm just going to use a ball with my pen. Okay, so what I do here, I feel like some people will actually come in here, like sew an L and then carry on. I just start and I back tack first and then I go forward, because that leaves your tails on the inside here, like where you're already stitching. And I feel like that helps fold this in when I'm sewing it closed. That's how I do it, but give it a try if you want. If not, that's totally fine. And I'm gonna sew the lining with a larger seam allowance than the exterior. So, see, I'm gonna start back tacking first instead of sewing forward. I'm gonna go again, just to hold that. Back tack on the edge there. And I'm gonna turn my corner. Ooh. If you want, you can cut, like back tack on the corner and cut it and restart again, but I don't feel that's necessary to do. Alright, so So now I'm like edging out to the seam allowance that I'll sew my exteriors. And I'm gonna back stitch. Alright, here goes. Coming up on this big piece, so I don't know where my hump jumper is, so I'll do a couple of back stitches here, right in the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going now. Back stitch, turn. Back stitching again at the edge, turn it. Just a little bit. The lining got all weird right there. Okay, so now I'm going to come back out to the bigger seam allowance. Back tacking, turning it, back stitch. Okay, so now I'm at my mark again. I'm going to go back. Okay. So I can kind of show you what I mean. So the tails are actually in the middle of the stitching. It's not right here at the edge. And I find that helps me to fold it under. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Now we're gonna box the corners and just make sure when you're boxing the corners that they're going all the same way. And I like to clip them down here to make sure this stays lined up when you're sewing. So I pull it apart and make sure that seam is lined up on the top and the bottom, so you don't end up with a curved. Well, if you want it curved, you can, but keeps it straight. And then let me open. Oh geez, let me see. Okay, so we want that to go this way. Okay, and this is thicker, I'm gonna I think it'll be okay. And this way. So I can feel that the seams are nesting right in there. Just sort of clip it. I don't know, that's gonna hold, but I don't want them to leave like huge creases in the vinyl. But if I do it quick, I think it'll be okay. Alright, so now we're just gonna sew all 4 corners. Wait, where'd the other one? There. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do the vinyl first and just, oopsie, just squash it. Back stitch. And back stitch when you go over that middle seam. Alright. And then let me fix that because that went flying. Over that middle seam. And then at the end again. And then cut all that stuff down. Cut that. Alright, and then let's do the lining. Other corner. I think this is like the perfect size pouch for, especially for like a gift for a teenager. She can, so we're gonna fill it with some stuff and then she can either keep it in her backpack or her locker or just at home. I'm just trimming my edges. So because this is vinyl and waterproof canvas, I'm going to use my hair dryer a tiny bit. To warm this up. So just 1 second. Let's see if I can show you this. I don't know if the hair dryer will reach. Will it reach? Nope. Here. But it's this cool stand I got off Amazon. I don't think I'm using it right because it's got Velcro, but it just basically holds the hair dryer so you can like have it running. I don't know. I don't know if it even came with directions. Maybe you're supposed to hold it like, no, I don't know. It works fine like this for me, so. And then I can plug it in. Here, I got this desk off Amazon. And it's got little plugs in here, so I'm like, hey, we're waiting. Okay, so I got my little hair dryer. Sorry if it's gonna be loud. I'm not gonna run it for very long, just enough to heat this up and turn it. And I have it on low, so it's not like really warm, but it should be. Not a practice turning stuff. Your hands in there. Let's get the corners out. I think that's good. And if you need something to help you poke the corners out, I usually, I put it on high. Yeah, I usually have it on high, but I don't like how loud it is. But I usually, will use what's it called? A crochet hook. That seems to help with pushing the corners out. And just make sure you turn out your little zipper tabs and push this in. I'll show you. So here's my lining. And see how it already kind of folds in? Like it just naturally folds in. So it's kind of the same as doing your L shape if you want to do the L. But I just back tack first and then start sewing straight. So it just naturally turns in on itself. And I think I'm going to sew a tag in right here that's not down in my sewing room. I took them upstairs to organize it. So I'm not going to quite sew it shut yet, but here it is. And then, oh, so I have this little tag. And you can stick that here. So then We're gonna turn it this way, I guess. Not a very long chain though. Oh my goodness, it's like stuck in there. There we go. There we go. Oh, cute. Alright, so she's got the little dangly. We got the Midnight Kiss pouch from sincerelyjenpatterns. And we got some Taylor Swift vinyl from Fabric Therapy. And the zipper tape is from moremeknow.com. And I don't remember where I got my cassette tape pull. Maybe Geeky Hardware. I'll link it below when I figure it out though. So here we go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in. And if you have any kind comments, feel free to leave them below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again. I'll be back soon. Okay, now I have to get up. How do I stop it?